okay, honestly, people, honestly, I gave this one a fair shot. I honestly to God gave this book a fair shot. I knew it was just some kind of parody type book. I knew I shouldn't take it seriously. I knew I shouldn't be expecting too much from it. But I still said, okay, you know what? I'll give it a fair shot and not go too much and expect too much in it. But it seems like expecting too much, I set the bar really high because nah, boy, just nah. It literally, I mean, you know what, let me dive into it so you could understand my issue with it. Because it literally starts off ridiculous. It literally starts off ridiculous. Right? You literally have somebody open a scroll here and they're looking at this Statue of Liberty and all of this stuff. And they have here Hidden Leaf Escort Mission by order of the 5th Hokage, Lady Tsunade Senju, rank B. Objective: safely deliver traveler April O'Neil to her home in Big Apple Village. God have mercy. Yes. So they basically turned this thing into that New York, the Big Apple, exists in the world of Naruto and it's called Big Apple Village. It's really stupid. Like I said, why not just bring Naruto and them into the modern day New York City with the Ninja Turtles? That could actually work. That could have really worked. I was thinking maybe, the turtles could have ended up there, but I think more would have been much better. I think about it as I go through this, it would have been better to have Naruto and them end up in the world of the Ninja Turtles. That would have been to see them interact in this modern day age and stuff. See them actually using jutsu. That see Naruto making 1,000 clones of himself and all that kind of stuff. That would have worked. That would have worked. But apart from them race swapping April O'Neil because they need to do that, the team is Kakashi, Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke. Okay, so you're getting your original team 7 back together again, and they're doing what they have to do. You understand me? You have team 7 personnel here on the thing. Leader Kakashi, Hatake Kakashi of the Sharingan, copy master of 1,000 techniques, devoted teacher, Shinobi personnel, Sasuke Uchiha, first in his class, last of his clan, unwavering and adept Sharingan wielder, Sakura Haruno, powerful fighter and medical ninjutsu practitioner in training, Naruto Uzumaki, orphan, containing the powerful nine-tailed fox spirit, fighting to become the next Hokage, the leader and greatest shinobi of the Hidden Leaf Village. I thought the fact that Naruto had the nine tails in him was something that, they were keeping on their wraps, but apparently, they put it in scrolls so anybody could get their hands on it. Let's say, had they gone into the modern world, it would have been really interesting. You can imagine them in modern day New York. The Foot Clan shows up, starts to fight them off and all kind of thing. Naruto gets injured and then suddenly unleashes some of the nine tail on them. Shredder going and be all over that, like, yeah, I want to get that power. And there's a story right there. Finding a way to get them back home and keeping Shredder from getting the power of the Nine Tails. Or whatever. So we get our first official look at all of them. The art does not look bad. I still do not like the race swapping of April. I'm sorry. I mean, people would say it's not anything, but I'm sorry. It doesn't look good in my opinion at all. I just don't dig it. Like I said, the art doesn't look bad, but I just not digging that in regards to it whatsoever. So their mission is to escort April back to Big Apple Village because that makes some kind of sense in regards to it. But that is what's going on. So um April starts to explain the reason why it is she was meeting with Tsunade. And apparently what she says is that I needed to talk to the closest ninja biology expert for my new story on experimental science. It all started back home in Big Apple Village. That never going and stop sounding stupid. Scientist Dr. Baxter Stockman had just been let go from the city's foremost university for undisclosed reasons. He reached out to tell the press his side of the story. The university had hired Stockman to engineer machines, but he considered himself a polymath and spent his time and school budget on biological research instead. The university wasn't happy. Stockman was obsessed with the potential military applications of biomutations, all made possible by his theoretical mutagenic compound that he would only refer to as ooze. Stockman dreamed of creating innately powerful super soldiers possessing the fiercest traits of humans and animals. He wanted to create and control monstrous mutant ninjas, and he literally just told her all of this, right? You got fired from this university because you were crazy and you wanted to create genetically mutated freaks, giant genetically mutated freaks. And you decided, hey, you know the best thing to do? Call up the press because apparently she's with the press, and then tell her your entire insane plan because, and she's like, okay, sure, no problem. You just tell me that, and I'm gonna be okay with that because that makes perfect sense. I don't even know. And then they were like Naruto like combining human and animals to create monsters. Songs as it sounds dangerous. So you already have the Nine Tails fused inside of Naruto. You already have Orochimaru and Ishikido's do. I'm telling you, this story is really, really kind of telling itself already, but whatever. So they're there, and then the Foot Clan shows up, right? Because apparently the Foot Clan doesn't just, come out of the shadows and attack people anymore. No, they wait until it's broad day, right? Broad daylight. And then they literally say, April O'Neil, you're coming with the Foot Clan. Because God forbid you just throw some kunai into the heads of these three children and then take out their sensei and grab her and be on your way. No, you have to tell them what you're going to do. And then they're there, hand over the reporter, and the one who's talking has a foxtail for some reason. And then, Kakashi cracks a joke. Han, didn't you just call yourself the Foot Clan? And they go, girl, you pay for this disrespect. And we have some nonsense of Naruto talking to the Nine Tails that nobody cares about. And then they get ready to fight. And the Foot Clan are about to attack them when suddenly smoke bombs are thrown there. And then they get taken out by, shockingly, the Ninja Turtles. Because that's supposed to happen. And then the one Foot Clan member with the tail decides to leave. And then the literal Ninja Turtles show up. And their ninja insignia is an apple. Because apparently they come from Big Apple Village. It's an apple. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You just showed up and drove away the Foot Clan was trying to get April, right? And you see all of them there, they have one there, they have one there, they have one there, masks and stuff, and even Splinter is there. And they're let Miss O'Neil go or get stumped. God, what? And then they just have, and the thing about it is that as they're about to start fighting, right? April is like, everyone hold on, I can explain. Or I can just let this play out, and she pulls out a camera to record. So you know who these masked turtle people are. And rather than say anything, I could let this play out so I could record this happening because I'm a moron. That's what it is. I'm a moron. So I'm just gonna let this play out, whatever it is, right? And then you have Sasuke taking on Leonardo, And they're going on with this not about I've got their leader, cut off the head and the body will fall. And Sasuke's like, what makes you think I'm the leader? Maybe you're not, but trust me, I know pure vengeance when I see it. And trust me, it'll only lead to your destruction. Like, what gives a shit about any of this? Come on, this is not led up to anything. You're just suddenly saying this shit like everybody's supposed to care about it. Then you have Sakura fighting, Raphael, and she can't get through his shell because it's her. And then she literally uses a super strength to blow up a boulder with one punch, which actually doesn't make sense because when Sasuke was on the team, she didn't have this ability. She had not learned anything from Tsunade to be able to actually do this. It's like the people who wrote this is just got like a literal, this kind of skim through Naruto and was like, okay, yeah, we got to use this, and that was it. That was it. But then you have Naruto taking on Donatello and Michelangelo. You understand me? And then he does the shadow clone, but rather than the shadow clone, he literally says, art of the doppelganger. So you all couldn't take 2 minutes to just, like, do it like literal 3 seconds to just write down shadow clone jutsu instead of art of the doppelganger. They just literally skimmed through it and that was it. That was it. So you just create clones and they just whacking around on all of this stuff. I don't know. Meanwhile, Kakashi is taking on Master Splinter for some reason. I don't know why Kakashi would ever think to do that. Master Splinter is a ninja master, so he would normally recognize. You know what? God, I know for. Eh, like I said, the art is not bad, but this is just not good at all. Really and truly not good. Just doesn't make sense. And they're just going at it, one after the other, but nothing is really being decided or anything whatsoever. Back and forth, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's about it. But that's just the way it is. And while all this is going on, April O'Neil is there. This is going to come out blurry. They're all moving too fast to capture good footage, but this fight is too awesome not to try. You literally have them fighting just so you could kind of record them, and you can't even get actual footage because they're moving too fast. Yay, eh. I don't even know anymore, this is just ridiculous. And then at the end of it all, you understand me, all Kakashi does is just use his Sharingan to just take off the mask, to just take off all their masks really quickly, because that's supposed to be happening and stuff like that. And then when he's done with it, it's good to see you again, Hamato Yoshi. And that's it. That's the whole big thing to me. Because I'm sorry, this was just a terrible comic. That's it. This thing made no sense. They could have put some goddamn effort into this and it would have actually been really interesting. I understand you're doing some kind of parody crossover thing, but you could at least try, for God's sakes. And this is the problem with a lot of these comics today. They don't try. They just basically behave like, you know what? All we have to do is the bare minimum, put out the absolute bare minimum of anything and everything. Just put some flashy colors on a page and they're going to be good with that. No, put an actual story, for God's sakes. Come on now, man. But no, this was just absolute and utter nonsense that accomplished nothing and just wasted paper. That's all it was. And this is like just part one, and I have a next issue to go. And I'm sorry, I'm not reading any more of this. Or this. The only thing I might even check out is if something stupid happens and I just need to, like, touch on it or something. So fine. But other than that, I have no interest in this anymore. This is a terrible, terrible done thing. This whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Naruto thing is just stupid. Absolutely stupid and makes no sense. Ruin it in the first issue and I have no interest in going back. None. You know your thoughts on this in the comments. You have a different opinion. I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.